Just sit back and relax, my friends. Listen to the sound of my voice. You're getting sleepier and sleepier. At the start of this video, you will click the like button. Thanks for tuning in again, guys, to the CJ Nerf channel. I got one question before we get started. Which team you repping? Team blue or team red? The Nerf rival Hypnos XIX 1200 is a spring-powered, underneath prime, stick mag fed 12-round capacity blaster and is made for ages 14 plus. This blaster can be found on Amazon.com right now for $49.99, and whichever team you decide to rep, here's what's going to come in your package. You're going to get the blaster itself, a tactical rail to snap onto the side of the blaster, 2 12-round stick mags, 2 clips to hold the spare mag, and 24 high-impact rounds. Okay, my friends, there's really nothing you have to assemble on this blaster other than snapping on this tactical rail right here. When putting it on, it doesn't matter which way you do it. Just make sure you push all the way down till you hear that snap really well. This way it will not come back up. To put on the spare clip so you can actually hold your spare magazine, you're just simply going to pinch the ends and snap them on like so. Take one of the 2 magazines that you loaded and you're actually just going to go ahead and place it on right there and you are good to go. Some of the key features of this blaster is the underneath priming mechanism, the safety trigger lock mechanism right here. So when it's down, you can't pull the trigger. When it's up, you are able to pull the trigger. It's got a tactical sling mount right down here. And this is the little orange thing that will actually hold on to the folding stock. Push this button right here and the folding stock will actually go. You can see it clip right onto that orange piece I was talking about. To undo that, you're simply going to pull and lock it back into place. Very nice feature. I love this stock. Now, I love the way they sped up the loading mechanism on this blaster and the way you can actually switch out mags. So you're simply going to put it on top of your blaster like this so that little button is facing up, slide it right in, and you're good to go. Dump the blaster, take the shot, and you're all set. Now, if this magazine was empty and we want to swap it out really fast, now you simply just use this little thumb switch right here for this toggle and pull the magazine out at the same time. And bam, you are ready to go, slap a new one in, and wow, that's fast. I love that addition. If you happen to get a jam with this blaster, I haven't had one yet today, you'll simply open up the jam door, and this is the reset switch in case you need to use that as well. The blaster does have one tactical rail located up here in the front, and otherwise, that's everything you need to know about the Hypnos. Let's fire this bad boy. All right, guys, one thing I want to show you real quick. I'm going to disassemble this for all you modders out there, but this little orange clip up here is kind of a pain in the butt, and I haven't figured out a way to take it off yet. So literally, I split the blaster, and as you can see, that's what the clip looks like inside, so it's not like you can just peel it back. For those of you that might just want to cut it, it's probably an option, but here are the internals of the Hypnos. Quick test 25 feet away. Indoors, we're going to shoot high impact rounds and dart zone high impact rounds. Here we go. Wow, Hypnos a little inaccurate. Let's switch over to dart zone. Here we go, Nerf fam. Outdoors, 7 a.m. with the Nerf rival Hypnos, about to have a little bit of fun. Sun's not even up yet. We got a little bit of wind, nothing to write home about. We're going to actually put the camera at about 40 feet away and just see what the Hypnos can do. We've already fired indoors, so you could actually see dart compatibility and what it was like from 25 feet away. And honestly, it wasn't that accurate, but we're still going to test it outdoors and see how we do. finally, let's do some dart zone balls with the red version. What's your opinion of the Nerf rival Hypnos to this point in the video? Curious to know. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Oh, and by the way, I put out a couple other blasters here in 2019. If you haven't seen them yet, click that card popping in the upper right hand corner of your screen. It'll take you to my blaster review playlist for all of the ones that I've actually released here in 2019 so far. So going into my overall opinion of the Hypnos, I must say it's actually positive. But there are a couple of things that a little bit bother me a little bit, and I just want to point those out to you. One, the accuracy. This blaster is not really that accurate in the grand scheme of things. Even from 25 feet away with high impact rounds as well as dart zone balls, I was actually, kind of struggling to hit the target. And if I put the Hera in my hand from the same distance, I'm gonna nail it 10 out of 10 times. Definitely not the case with the Hypnos. Second thing that needs to be pointed out is the underneath prime. While I love the fact that they added it, it does take strength to do. So unfortunately, if you're a younger Nerfer like my son's age, you are not going to be able to prime this blaster. My son is 4, and obviously this line is designed for ages 14 plus. But I always try to put blasters in my son's hands. So just keep note that it does take strength to actually prime this blaster. And the fact that they actually put some waffling right here, and there's a pretty sharp point right here on the end instead of having it rounded off. Meaning the more and more you pump and play with this blaster and go through a few magazines, you're actually going to feel a little irritation in your thumb, or at least I did for the way I hold it. Because I typically, when I grab it, I actually put my thumb over that point. So the more I pump this, I actually started to feel a little bit of irritation in my thumb, but it was nothing that I would say, oh my God, you're going to need a Band-Aid, just something worth pointing out. I absolutely love the speed load feature on this blaster, how you can just, with the flick of a thumb, you can get the magazine out and reload a new one. Really, really cool. Love that. I love the folding stock. I think that's a really cool addition to this blaster. The tactical rail in front, unfortunately, you're going to have to find a different alternative as far as an accessory up there. I wasn't really crazy about the way the red dot sight looked on it. I really felt like it destroyed the lines of the blaster. Balance-wise, when you have this in 2 hands, it feels fantastic. And typically, and honestly, I'm not a fan of clipping extra magazines on the side, even though they offer the feature. There's other ways you can do that. So a cool little red dot or something here on the side might actually really set this blaster apart. Aesthetic-wise, I absolutely love it. As far as ball compatibility, had no problems with the dart zone balls or the high impact rounds from Nerf, so that's a plus. Power, I was averaging around 91 feet per second on the chronograph test, so overall, you're getting a solid blaster. And for the price tag of $49.99, I will leave that up to you now that you have all the information, if it's going to be worth your money. As always, my friends, thanks for watching. Appreciate you spending a little bit of your time with me today. See you on the next video.